Do you remember the first ghost investigation that you were ever on?
Okay, let me think because I mean, I remember the first like official one, and that was actually for my birthday in Ohio. Heather Moser from Small Town Monsters brought
Moser.
me out. We're best friends.
Hmm.
And so she surprised me for my birthday. Now, it was really interesting. So she flew me out from Oregon, and she was not going to give me any details on the location that we were going to. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I'll, see about my spidey skills and what I might be able to come up with, right? And so I get to her house, but immediately there was just this vision I had. And I was like, do you have a pen and a paper? And she's like, yeah, here. So I start immediately trying to draw out everything that I can. And I showed it to her. And she just kind of looks at me and she goes, just you wait. Just you wait. I was like, okay, like, is that there? And she's like, just wait. So we go. And sure enough, there was an area that had this sloped it was like a ramp with railings on both sides, and then like it was a long hallway with only a couple doors, but this was the exact area that I had seen and drew when I was in the kitchen, which was really cool. um
Wow.
Now I have a bad habit where um I just can tend to wander off because like energetically I'm drawn to something, right? And so she knew about this and we were laughing about it. And she's like, all right, I'm going to keep my eye on you, right? So we get in there and they're setting up or whatever. And I asked somebody, I said, is it okay to just go and look around? And they're like, yeah, you guys have the run of the place. So boom, of course I'm gone. I disappear into the depths of the building. It was at Fairfield, by the way. And so here I am in the basement, and I'm feeling a little unnerved. And there's this like this cork board, and there's this music on it. And so I was reading it and I was trying to hum, the notes on the sheet music. And humming was making me feel better. And then I was also thinking, well, what did they do back then? Maybe they played cards, maybe they sang, whatever. So I'm humming to myself or whatever. And then sure enough, there's this hand, like it just like I could feel it right here, just
Oh,
touch, into my hair, on my head. So of course I run all the way up these several flights of stairs, and I come into everybody and I'm just like out of breath, and they're looking at me and I'm just so pale, and she's like, you wandered off, didn't you? I was like, yeah, oops. And so yeah, but I mean it was quite the night. It was amazing. And
wow.
then I went to another place that was oh, it was so abandoned. Like they don't do normal like ghost hunts there, and it was a old nursing home, and there was a lot of energy there. But
Oh, wow.
I think the most incredible experience that I had was I went to Lep Castle in Ireland, and I
Hmm.
stayed in the Bloody Chapel completely alone as the sun was setting.
Oh,
And
wow.
Mm.
I actually wrote some of my second book as I was sitting there, just feeling the energy and stuff. Now, a lot of people will report an elemental, and a lot of people have captured photos of this like really dark mist